It wasn't the one we saw, believe me. To lead his people to deliverance, he left us behind. You then, daubed on shop windows, the tailors, shoemakers, furriers, pawnbrokers, 2,000 years in the grip of the iron eagle's claw. Judas. Judas! I hear them call my name. Clean-cut, fair-skinned youth, shepherding two dark urchins, a brother and sister, at machine gun point to join the others. The junction of two cobbled ghetto streets, littered with the stock of small-time tradesmen, the glass of their shop fronts, their torn Bibles. The huddled children moan and weep in fear to their parents filing by, hands on heads. Some look directly at the camera, the black lens that never returns their looks. The dark, good looks of Rebecca, Sarah, widow Judith, Anna of good counsel, Martha, the homekeeper, the good hostess. The grained and anxious faces of Moses, Abraham, Jacob, Samuel, Isaac, all stumbling towards the marsh of Auschwitz, past the stars of David drawn in whitewash, past the cine camera at the crossroads, towards the lorries with broken crosses, double lightnings of the Schutzstaffel, racks and irons of the Inquisition, the potter's field where strangers are buried. Believe me, it wasn't the one we saw. So I sold it, as cheaply as I could, and threw the money back in their faces. He cured, he healed, he restored sight, hearing, speech, even life. He fed, taught, prophesied and interceded. He turned the devils into bacon, water into wine. Women adored him and surrounded him. He attracted, along with the hopeless, poor and insane, and novelty seekers, wealthy and influential followers. Something there was that went beyond all these, beyond the ordinary miracle man. He could have put the sun in your hand, as though he gave you a loaf of bread. You knew where God was with him. Too close for comfort. Give up yourself, mankind. You cannot reach to him, nor he to you, while yet you prize your mouldering treasures, hugging them tight in the ribs of your sickening frame, clasping the door fast to where he would come. Let let him knock. Don't answer. Your hope is lost. You can't breathe the air on which angels feed. It's too bright. You can't drink the waters for their painful purity. You cannot tread that crystal pavement with your feet of clay. Your marred face fears its own reflection. Damnation to you means precisely nothing. You lack gravity to weigh your cut rate sins, even in the crooked scale of conscience. You have seized and transformed the world with it, yet I can tell you your wealth of knowledge, the price for what's being sold, more tawdry than were my 30 pieces of silver. For to please the bellied-out eyes in your head, you've bartered away the one pearl beyond price, the eye in your heart, once devoid of which you cannot see yourself, nor anyone, nor weep for yourself, nor for anyone. They're in the room now, the 11, inconsolable, unable to meet each other's eyes or even recognize each other in the shadows of the men, the wreckage of the union they've become. They sit in knots of 2s and 3s, recalling the circumstances of their first calling. 2 absences stun them. His and my own. One lies cold, watched by the wakeful seraphs in the tomb, who shed uncreated light beyond our eyes and hide their eyes to weep. The other, myself, has prepared his news. Ladies and gentlemen, I take my leave. I rest my case. Nearby, an elder tree, holding fragrant crowns of blossom upward in this spring season, thick and strong with years, grows among the brambles of a humid and lightless gully, where even buried reapers find no profit for their scratches, and only children haunt to scare themselves in play. My end is, as it ever was, to swell and blacken as the elder fruit turns to hang downward on its scarlet stalks, swayed by what leavings of a wind may reach down into the narrow and defiled place. I feel the sop of my commission lodged, stoppering my throat. The last of his gifts to me, the morsel of bread choicely dipped to elect and signify me traitor. No outlet of repentance, no succour can pass, but only this knot shall loose it. Pray that God, who is merciful to you, through his anointed, friend of sinners, may have mercy on my eternal soul. Oh, Satan, that I must deny my life